Um, so those things we say an expression in English. It gives me a headache. Maybe
Yeah,
my head doesn't really hurt, but we say gives me a headache. Or another one that's not so nice. It's a pain in the butt.
oh yeah, exactly. Hi,
Hello.
hi.
Hi. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. And you?
I'm good, thank you. What is your
Wow.
name?
My name is Indrajit and I am from India.
Nice to meet you, Inrajit. My name is Courtney.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
So tell me, why are you studying English?
Actually, I am studying Bachelor in Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. So that's why after my bachelor degree, I want some decent job. So for the job purpose, I want to improve my spoken English skill.
Okay, okay, that's definitely important to improve your professional speaking skills. Um,
Fluency. So that's why I switched to Cambly.
okay, great. So what can I help you with today? What would you like to work on?
I am actually after your class, my college online class would be start. So that's why I am preparing for that.
Okay, your college class will be starting.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so tell me, why did you choose to get into computer and technology engineering?
Actually, I think the because the world will be going to the digital as well as very fancy. So that's why I choose it as a profession.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think because the world gonna be smarter than smarter, and you know that 5G will be coming soon. So that's why I prefer to this stream.
Okay, that's why you chose to study that. I think that's very smart. You're correct that the world is developing at a very fast pace, and we need people who can help us get
Yeah,
there.
yeah, exactly.
Good.
And so, how long have you been teaching English in Cambly?
I have been on Cambly for a year, but I
Wow,
have been teaching English for about 10 years now.
wow. So you are so experienced teacher.
I like to think so, yes. I am American, so English is my mother tongue. But 14 years ago, I moved to Italy. Uh,
Oh,
yes, so I've got um, a lot of experience teaching
yeah,
English to foreigners. And I also have experience learning a foreign language. So I can really relate to some of the struggles and difficulties.
yeah. Some difficulties I faced. Actually, I love learning English from my childhood, but it was primary level or high secondary level. But I want to learn English as a profession,
Okay,
like a speaker. That's why my wish is becoming bigger than bigger day by day.
okay, okay. So this desire is growing in you, yes. And that's great. It's a very good goal, and it's definitely possible. Um, what do you do outside of Cambly to improve your English?
Yeah, I used it over 1 month, so I have met a lot of English native tutors, and I am really happy because by besides learning English, I meet a lot of different people, learn different cultures as well as because I want to love meeting new people. So that's why it is quite interesting to me.
Mhm. I also enjoy meeting new people. I think that's one of the great things about Cambly is having
Yeah,
the opportunity to speak to people all around the world. Um, one thing to point out, in your previous sentence, you would say, I have been using Cambly. Okay.
oh,
We would
I
use
have.
we would use the present perfect. Okay. What the present
Oh,
perfect is when we say I have been doing something, is an event or something that began in the past, but is still relevant and important now.
Continuing that, right?
It's not the continuous, the present continuous form or the past continuous. It's called present perfect. And what it is something that began in the past, but is still relevant now. So you could say, I have been using Cambly for 1 month. And why would you say that? Because you started 1 month ago. Today, right now, in this minute, you are still using Cambly. So although it's something that began in the past, it's still important now. I'll give you an example. So you could say, I have been learning English since I was a child. You started when you were a child. You are now still learning English. Let's say in high school, you also studied French, okay? But then after high school, you didn't continue those studies. You would only use the past simple. You would only say, I studied French in high school. By using the past simple, I understand that at some point you began studying French. At another point, you ended studying French. And now you've moved on. You're no longer studying French. But if you say, I have been studying English since I was a child, I know, as the person listening to you, that you are still studying English.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Totally understood. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And what makes you happy?
What makes me happy? I would say simple things. And that's one thing that I really enjoy about Italian culture. I think that the culture here, we don't place a big priority on material things. What is important is maybe meal with family and friends.
Wow, great.
Having some free time to do something simple, like take a walk in the evening or go to the beach.
Wow. And what the things that make you angry or irritating?
Things that make me angry, bureaucracy. Bureaucracy, which is a big word, which means sort of the paperwork and the steps you have to take to get something done. Governments are famous for having a lot of bureaucracy. So if I want to go renew my driver's license, I have to go here and pay this, and then I have to go to another place and do a medical test, and then I have to go to another place and fill out a paper. Then I have to take the paper to another office. These things kind of give me a headache.
Headache, yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, what is the word, please? Can you type that?
Yes.
I see. Yeah.
Yes. So those things, we say an expression in English, it gives me a headache. Maybe my headache doesn't really, my head doesn't really hurt, but we say, gives me a headache. Or another one that's not so nice, it's a pain in the butt.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
What about you? What makes you happy?
Yeah, actually, I love painting, so painting makes me happy. Because whenever I got some free time, then I used to paint.
Whenever I have some free time?
And I used to paint.
You still paint? You said you used to paint. Do you still paint?
I'm not still paint because
of school.
Pressure are in college, but it is my another hobby.
Yes. Well, I understand being busy with school, and that takes up most of your time. You have to study. You're studying English, but it is important to make time for hobbies. I think it's taking care of your mental health. It helps you to relax, relieve stress.
It refreshes our mind also.
Yes, it does. How about things that make you angry or frustrated?
Yeah, that is the first thing is injustice.
Yes.
And yeah, because I feel that someone makes the thing that is injustice that really makes me angry or irritating. And also the abusive of animals, because I love animals.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Um, do you do anything personally to fight against injustice or fight against the mistreatment of animals?
Yeah, someone I saw someone are throwing stone to the dogs, so it is very by unnecessarily. So that's why it makes me angry, and I shouted
Mhm.
to stop that, and they run away. So that's why I feel like that I saved the dogs.
Yes, I think you did. Um, I think you did a good thing. It's important for us to speak out when we see things that.
Yeah, but unnecessarily he just throwing to the stones to the dogs, and he just make themselves happy. Why happy? I can not understand. So what is the thing to make them happy? Is it real, or is it really the thing that makes me happy? No. So that's why I shouted.
Yeah, you did a good thing. Um, I think it's difficult to understand the minds of people who are unkind to other people or animals. Um, Often it's coming from a place of their own personal hurt or suffering, which doesn't
Yeah.
excuse
And
it, but
exactly.
yeah.
And I feed some dogs in my locality during the
In
day,
your area, in
because
your town, that's very good. Yes. Are there a lot of stray animals in your town?
yeah, dogs, cats,
Mm-hmm.
cows.
Cows too. Okay. Yes, it's important for us to help those less fortunate than us.
Ecosystem. Yeah,
Um, Good. So tell me what you think about online classes. So right now you're doing your university degree online.
yeah. 3 days per week I am taking online classes. Actually, at the starting, it makes me boring or uneasy. But nowadays, I am very, what I say, I am very expert on the online classes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you're studying English online now too.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think technology has advanced to such a point.
yeah,
We were forced into this by the
yeah,
pandemic, the global pandemic. However, I think we were headed in that direction anyway. Um, there have always been some universities that offer online degrees, and now that's just exploded to a global level. So,
yeah. And you know that uh, you make dual degrees in same, I mean, in same graduation year, you make dual degree
okay,
nowadays.
yes, so you can study for two different degrees.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're about to wrap up our time. Do you have any questions about anything we talked about today?
So actually, what you teach to me, it's really awesome, and I feel like really fantastic. And it was really lovely to meet
It
you.
was lovely to meet you too. And don't forget the present perfect, which is important.
Yeah,
But you're doing great, and I encourage you to keep up on Cambly. The more you practice speaking with native speakers, the better your listening skills and your speaking skills will become.
obviously. Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thanks. Stay
You
safe, stay
too.
happy.
You too.
Bye.
Stay safe. Bye bye.
Bye.